So I took a look at my last video and I saw that in addition to promising you reading videos, which is coming up, I actually pulled this book out of the stack because I totally forgot to record it last year. But all these other Christmas books I think I've done. Sorry, my doll area is kind of a mess. But I talked about showing some of my favorite ornaments on the Christmas tree, and of course I put my favorites at the front. And thought I'd kind of talk about some of my favorites. The first one that I immediately see is the Tinker Toy Tree. I think this was one of the first ornaments I bought when I moved. And it's just ironic that, you know, it's a tree on a tree, and I think it looks so cool. And I always liked stuff like that growing up, which is part of the reason why I love this car that my parents got me. Because it has the little wreath. My parents got it for me because it was pink. So, I have a lot of Barbie ornaments on the tree, so I love this angel here. I've got Totally Hair Barbie this year. I made the mistake of like not getting, say, the gem one, or where's that other one? Or this Beauty and the Beast one when it came out, and I kick myself all the time. So I've had to wait and wait and wait to find stuff on eBay. I do kind of strategically place stuff. So like I put any skating ornaments toward the bottom of the tree. Like my Beauty and the Beast one that's super heavy ended up at the bottom of the tree. But I tried to put my favorites toward the front, or the newest ones. I don't try to place them on the same spot. So like these Heavenly Bells ones that I just got this year, they're kind of spaced around the tree. The Little Women ones are kind of spaced around the tree. But like I've got stuff from Nutcracker. This one my dad and my stepmom got me because they know I love Wizard of Oz. I've gotten 2 Wizard of Oz ornaments since. Another one of my favorites is this little guy here. I think this was either my dad or my mom's. I somehow ended up with it, but I love it because it looks like he's fixing the lights on the tree, which works great with this particular set of ornament lights. I got them from Target. They are reminiscent of the lights that we had growing up. So like this one I got off eBay. This one I actually legitimately bought. I mean, I legitimately bought all these, but this is one of my favorite Dolls of the World one. Probably because it's pink. Just like this one was my favorite. This one I had before it happened. But legitimately this ornament made me cry the first time I put it out. And it has nothing to do with the prettiness of the ornament or that it's purple. It's because of when it's from. My best friend died 17 years ago. Actually 17 years ago last night. In a car accident during our senior year. And we were in the process of moving, so this ornament I don't think ever got put up that year. So the first time I put it up, I was very, very upset. Which is why I try to put other stuff, like this one, like the ballerina stuff, and that sort of thing kind of around it that way. I don't get upset seeing it now, but at the time. And then like her mom, who has since passed, gave me this ornament, so I try to place it towards the top because angel pop. Another thing I want to talk about is this pipe cleaner angel. I actually made it summer going into 6th grade at Vacation Bible School, and my parents divorced that year, so I gave it to my dad thinking he could put it on top of his tree, and then I saw he actually did have a tree topper, and I'm like, you know, you don't have to use it. He did end up using it for the next 10 years or so until, you know, he and my stepmom ended up starting to use kind of her stuff. Which is fine. She's allowed to use her stuff. So when I moved here in 2017, they gave it back to me, which I wasn't thrilled about, But, I mean, if it gets used this way. So, yeah. Let's see some of the ornaments on the tree here. I have a lot of Beauty and the Beast, obviously. A lot of Beauty and the Beast. A lot of Barbie. This is one of the earliest ornaments I have. It's this little ballerina. There's a Madame Alexander, if I can get to it without killing myself. Madame Alexander's Cinderella on the back here. A couple more Beauty and the Beast ones back here. Gosh, I know which one I'm thinking of too. But Glinda should be back here somewhere. That's my first Wizard of Oz ornament. Oh yeah, there she is. There she is. No, that's not her. And help me find her. One over. There she is. As for why she's on the back of the tree, one, I tried to space my ornaments out so not all my Wizard of Oz ones are in the same spot. And two, I'll be honest, not my favorite of the Wizard of Oz ornaments. Not my favorite. I have a box of Christmas movies that I need to get my butt on watching. A lot of these are recorded off TV. And I have my... Oh, how did she fall over? I have some of my Barbie dolls that I had taken out of the box over here. So that's 98, 2001, and 2002, I think. And then I have my little collection of like Happy Meal toys and stuff over here. These I grew up with. I loved these two growing up, the two that look alike. Not my favorites now, but I do like them better than this one in the middle. But I grew up with these, so I love them. Same with the Cabbage Patch Kids. This was actually my favorite one growing up, I think. Because it was like, she's ready for Santa. And, you know, these are just kind of little Happy Meal toys that I have laying out. So, yeah, that's kind of the tour. We'll have like a reindeer over there. I don't know where the rest of the reindeer went. They must have fallen. Amani. And then over here, I'm trying not to show a mess, sorry. Have my little Cabbage Patch Fairy. I have my Thomas Kincaid kind of tchotchke here. These we sold with floral sets. We're no longer affiliated with Teleflora, so we won't be getting these this year. Oh gosh, the manger got messed up too. Interesting story about this manger. My Uncle Harry carved wood from time to time. So this Mary, the Joseph, and the baby in the manger. Where is... Yeah, that's Mary. Okay. So these three figures here, my Uncle Harry carved. Great Uncle Harry. He's since passed away. Hi, Lonnie. Wearing a pretty Christmas collar. Yeah, you're so pretty. Gosh, what else can I show you? Sorry, my place is such a mess. Oh, this is a recent acquisition. This is actually a repeat acquisition. Because the first one broke when I was a kid. The second one broke not long after I moved here because I didn't have a good storage space for her. So this one I just got off eBay. So she spins. She's a little nutcracker thing, and then press the button. And then I keep all my Christmas books under here because I like to reread them. This one I have out because I forgot to read it last year. I think I might have mentioned that already. Sorry, this is like the third time me filming this video. I have Piggy and Fozzie, little Happy Meal things from when I was growing up. I have my Velveteen Rabbit. Not my favorite story, but I have it. Got Cabbage Patch. Hello. I have a bell back there, and all this is like books. So I think, what's this paper? Sorry, I'm curious. Oh, that's first a rack that I put together. I am looking for something very specific. Where are you? Gosh, where did it go? But then, now I even forget what I was looking for. Gosh darn it. But yeah, this is my Christmas tree, and of course I got front and center Alani. I had to have her front and center. So yeah, I might go through my video collection and kind of talk about what my favorite specials are. But right now I have to go. It is late at night, and I don't want to be loud with my neighbors. So I will see you later. Bye.